Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something many people silently experience but rarely know how to explain properly. That feeling of emotional confusion, mental exhaustion, disconnection, restlessness, or feeling like your life is standing between two versions of yourself. And during these phases, many people tell themselves, I think I am lost. But what if you are not lost? What if you are simply processing? I think modern life has made us uncomfortable with emotional pauses. We are constantly expected to move fast, achieve quickly, heal immediately, stay motivated, remain productive. And you know what? There's another point which is very important is that we are always tend to appear emotionally fine, but you know what, human beings are not machines, like always mentioned it. The mind, body and emotions all process experiences differently, and this is where yoga and wellness become deeply important, because yoga is not only about flexibility or physical exercise. Real yoga teaches awareness, it teaches connection between mind, body, and breath, emotions, and inner balance, which I've already mentioned. But when it comes to getting lost, you process your mind. At the same time, you also process your body. So sometimes your body recognizes emotional exhaustion before your mind does. And you suddenly feel tired for no reason, emotionally sensitive, mentally crowded, unable to focus, overstimulated, or disconnected from joy. And instead of asking what is my body trying to process, we often ask what is wrong with me, right? Agree or not? You can share your comments in the below section. Wellness begins the moment we stop treating ourselves like problems to fix and start treating ourselves like humans needing care. So I think emotional processing often looks invisible from the outside. People may think you are lazy, distracted, withdrawn, or unmotivated. But internally, your mind may be healing heartbreak, right? Processing disappointment, releasing stress, understanding identity changes, grieving old versions of yourself, or simply trying to emotionally breathe again. And you know what? Yoga teaches us something beautiful here. That stillness is not failure. Stillness can be healing. In yoga, there is immense power in simply sitting quietly and observing your breath. Not fixing, not forcing, not controlling, just observing. Because clarity rarely comes from panic, it comes from awareness, right or wrong. So sometimes we try so hard to figure out life that we overstimulate ourselves emotionally. We consume endless content, compare ourselves constantly, overthink every decision, force timelines, pressure ourselves emotionally, and slowly the nervous system becomes exhausted. And that is why wellness today is not luxury anymore. It is emotional survival. And one thing I've personally realized is that healing does not always happen dramatically. Sometimes healing looks very ordinary. Drinking water slowly in the morning, stretching your body gently, sitting in silence for 10 minutes, going for a mindful walk, listening to peaceful music, practicing deep breathing, journaling honestly, sleeping properly, saying no without guilt, taking breaks from emotional chaos. These small wellness habits quietly rebuild emotional stability. Yoga especially teaches patience with yourself. Have you ever noticed it? Not every emotion needs immediate reaction. Not every thought needs panic. Right? Not every phase needs a final answer today. Sometimes the body and mind are simply asking for space. And honestly, emotional processing can feel uncomfortable because transformation itself is uncomfortable. There are seasons where your old identity no longer fits you, but your new identity has not fully formed either. That in between phase feels confusing. But confusion is not always destruction. Sometimes confusion is transition. And yoga philosophy understands this deeply. The breath itself teaches balance. Inhale, exhale, expansion, release, movement, stillness. Life naturally moves in cycles. But modern culture glorifies constant movement and ignores restoration. We celebrate hustle, but rarely celebrate recovery. We admire productivity but often ignore emotional burnout. Have you ever noticed it? And eventually, people become disconnected from themselves. I think many people today are not only physically tired, they are spiritually and emotionally overstimulated. Too much noise, too much comparison, too much pressure, too much emotional consumption. And that is why wellness practices matter so much now. Not because they make life perfect, but because they help us return to ourselves. And returning to yourself is powerful. Yoga reminds us to come back to the present moment. Agree or not? If you agree, then you can tell me. Because overthinking usually lives in regret from the past or fear about the future. But peace exists in the present. In breath, in awareness, in grounding yourself again. And I think one of the biggest signs you are processing, not lost, is that you are becoming more aware of what no longer feels angry. And suddenly, certain conversations drain you, chaotic environments exhaust you, unhealthy habits feel heavier, superficial connections feel empty, and your body starts craving calmness. That awareness is growth, even if it feels uncomfortable. Because sometimes healing changes your tolerance levels. And you don't understand it. You don't realize it. You begin wanting peace more than performance. And honestly, that shift is beautiful. There is also something important I want to say. Like processing takes time. Not everything heals within a motivational quote or one productive week. Some emotions leave slowly. Some realizations arrive quietly. And some wounds soften gradually. You know why? Because wellness is not about becoming emotionally perfect. It is about learning how to support yourself gently through different emotional seasons. Like yoga teaches compassion toward your own humanity. You fail, you return, you lose balance, you regain. That is the practice. Even physically, yoga is not about forcing impossible poses immediately. It is about slowly building trust between body and mind. And emotional healing works similarly. You cannot rush genuine inner peace, you nurture it. And I also think many people misunderstand rest. Real rest is not only sleep, real rest is feeling emotionally safe. Not constantly performing, not constantly proving yourself, not constantly surviving emotionally. Sometimes the nervous system simply wants softness, soft music, like slow mornings, gentle movement, calm spaces, intentional silence. And perhaps one of the most healing things we can tell ourselves is this: I do not need to have my entire life figured out today. That sentence itself reduces emotional pressure because life is not a race toward emotional perfection. Life is ongoing learning, ongoing processing, ongoing becoming. And maybe right now, your mind and body are simply trying to realign themselves. That does not mean you are broken. It means you are human. So if lately you have been feeling emotionally overwhelmed, mentally tired, disconnected, uncertain, or slower than usual, please remember you may not be lost at all. You may simply be processing experiences your heart has carried silently for too long. Give yourself permission to slow down, to breathe deeply, to rest intentionally, to reconnect with your body through yoga, movement, silence, and mindfulness. Because sometimes healing begins the moment we stop fighting ourselves and start listening. So your body speaks, your emotions speak, your exhaustion speaks. Wellness is learning how to hear yourself again. Okay, so you're supposed to hear the wellness. So tonight, instead of asking why am I so lost, maybe ask what am I trying to process gently right now. That question can change your relationship with yourself completely. Thank you for listening, and please remember healing does not always look like moving forward quickly. Sometimes healing looks like sitting quietly with yourself long enough to finally feel whole again.